Hi, I'm Peter, and this is Chris.
Yeah, to reuse an old phrase here, we're just two idiots trying to make sense of the world by watching other idiots.
And the big news this week was the XL Bully dog ban, introduced here after a string of vicious attacks.
So in short, selling this new controversial breed has been outlawed, and to keep one as a pet, you'll need to follow strict rules and neuter them.
But bully owners say their important questions have been ignored, so they're really mad now.
You could say, barking mad. We do have some fun around here. Kelly says, so are we all okay with dog racism now?
Look, if Rosa Parks was an XL bully, you can be sure no one would tell her to move to the back of the bus. Donna says, my Bruno is an angle and comes everywhere with me about town, even getting hair or nail done, and only gets compliments.
Has it occurred to you perhaps, Donna, that maybe the reason it gets only compliments is firstly because they're afraid of you?
Or the furry hand grenade you're parading around as a fucking fashion accessory, Donna? Have you never heard saying, no such thing as bad dog, only bad owners?
Okay, this old chestnut again. Donna, with all due respect, there have been a lot of reports as well of people whose little angles have also torn their faces off, who I'm sure were perfectly responsible dog owners.
Do you know what? I think that no bad dogs, only bad owners really is our own turkey teeth and live, laugh, love core version of America's guns don't kill people. People kill people.
No, absolutely.
Now we have Lauren, who says, one death in Ireland from an XL bully in 2 years and they get banned. But we've had 113 road deaths this year alone and cars are not.
That is quite the comparison.
Lauren, I'm struggling to see your logic here. But I just want to point out, XL bullies aren't fucking essential. We don't have to hop on the back of an XL bully to go to work every morning.
You could probably have a small person on the back of an XL bully for sure, but I don't think they're particularly sustainable. Let's put it that way. I don't know if they're a reliable mode of transport. Oh, my transport to work this morning bit my fingers off.
Doing a toddler drop-off at a creche might be particularly challenging, for example.
It would probably get waiting list places down for sure, though, I would imagine. There's no childcare crisis anymore.
Stacey says, disgraceful, any dog can be a killer. Can they though?
I'm not sure about that one, Stacey.
Like, I can't imagine a Yorkshire Terrier is capable of murdering anything other than our eardrums.
If the Yorkshire Terriers stood on top of each other in a trench coat and perhaps pushed you over a conveniently placed barrel or something like in a cartoon, then maybe.
Fair point. You have us there.
Why single out one breed based on ropey evidence that could someday be overturned? Stacey, what do you think is happening here? The overturned, the bullies might beat the charges on appeal. You know what I mean? The bullies might take this to the Supreme Court, to the ECHR. They might be exonerated, you know?
It's like the Birmingham Six leaving prison, except it'll be a pack of bullies leaving the dog pound. Fuck me.
It'll be 6 XL bullies striding proudly.
Maybe it was those pesky Yorkshire Terriers all along who set them up. Who knows, lads?
The Bullyham 6 acquitted.
Tracy says, so sad we're following England's lead here. I'm listening to this song on repeat all day. Lyrics so true.
Okay, let's have a look.
See, why has my bully got to suffer? Now they want to put a muzzle on his face and treat him like a beast and make him look like all the stereotypes that you lot think are mean.
Your dog doesn't look like it's fucking suffering at all, pal.
He doesn't give a toss.
I mean, he just wants to go smell some shit and maybe piss on a tree.
If you're worried about the dog having to wear a muzzle in public, maybe that says more about you, perhaps, than the dog.
Then Clive chimes in with, wake up, it's no coincidence bans are being introduced one by one around world and all sound same.
You say that in a very conspiratorial way, Clive.
Is it all the dogs biting people that are at fault here? No, it must be the fucking New World Order.
It's because the XL bullies have a component that's needed to make lithium-ion batteries. And they control it in huge quantities, and basically the NWO just needs that material. Nikki says, my big sexy boy is my rock and has done nothing wrong. So what are the cunts gonna do for not getting certificate? Lock me up?
It's hard to know in this country because we seem to have quite a high threshold to qualify for a good locking up, to be fair.
Even if you probably went and mauled a family with your own teeth.
Yeah.
That probably still wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I have to say though, Nikki, I am enjoying the sexually charged description of your dog here.
But to be fair, Chris, what the fuck do we know? Because even the official government guidelines here sound, well, a little bit horny.
Look at this, hold on. Strong, muscular, broad hindquarters. This fucking XL bully, dummy thick, man. Large, bulky body giving impression of great power for size. Oh my goodness.
You're falling under their alpha spell here already, Chris.
Deep chest with well-sprung ribs. Powerfully built individual. Oh, suits you, sir. Are we describing a dog, or are we describing the fucking sexiest man that's ever existed here?
On a possibly related note, Sharon says, my king just wants cuddles and to keep me warm. XXX.
I just hope that XXX isn't a, we'll say, indication of how he's keeping you warm.
And finally, Dean says, would government not be better spending money on educating public on how not to trigger such dogs and de-escalate if they mistake you for threat?
I'm not going to get into some type of formal grievance procedure formalities that need to be followed. Fuck off!
And under this, somebody has shared a picture of what to do if you're attacked.
Wonderful. Imagine we need a guide with this as the title for things that people want to keep as pets.
If you'd just like to read us through, Chris.
So, step 1. Okay, sure. So if you have a coat, try and cover the dog with the coat.
He's already a coat and he just happens to have a spare coat.
Step 2 is turn one side of your body to the wall, offer your leg to be bitten, and choke the dog with its collar. Are you fucking mad?
Look, you can't fucking run away, lads. So you have to try and, offer him something that might be repairable in the hospital.
Oh, wow. Throw any food that you may have to distract the dog away from you. Yeah, look at this guy here. He's like carrying around an uncooked piece of meat. Brilliant. I'll just literally be a zookeeper.
This is totally practical and makes way more sense.
You need to leave the house with 2 coats, loads of uncooked meat, a degree in psychology and grievance procedures and de-escalation.
Exactly.
And then we'll all be fine with the XL bullies.
But many people are still convinced that this is part of a bigger battle, so they won't back down like Lee here, who says, freedom is the real endangered breed. This wasn't what our independence was won for. Oh yeah, of course.
After all, Peter, Michael Collins died so we could one day bring a 180-pound, unneutered, open-fanged, purposefully bred, hybrid fighting guard dog machine down with us on a busy street in Athlone when we go to the bookies.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Bam, bam, she wanna flick for the gram. Plus, her baby sabe who I am, so she wanna do it all on cam. Like, hold up, sabe how to hold a pull up. Soon as we done, I'ma roll up. Full lines are better, I pull up.